Physical activity is very important for mental health, because what happens is when you're under a lot of stress and you're feeling depressed or you're feeling anxious, right? In order to think through how you're going to deal with that or what underpins that anxiety or depression, you have to be in a relatively calm state for a certain period of time. Physical activity, engaging in physical activity, enables you to just be able to step aside from the anxiety, depression, or stress you're experiencing and to focus in on how you're going to deal with the problem. It is important in the workplace to translate the physical activity you need to deal with your kind of mental health issues by either doing regular walking, engaging in some kind of running, going to the gym at lunchtime. You have to find a vehicle to do it. There's something called the Global Corporate Challenge, which is where teams within companies can, over a 120-day period, work as teams to each walk 10,000 steps a day for 120 days. And if that team of 7 do it, by the way, they walk across the globe. But that's an activity that can be work-related, that teams do together. And I think that's the way to do it. Or going to a local gym, or running just before you go to work, or just after work. But it has to be kind of built into your routine. I feel it's really important for businesses to really support people with mental health problems. Do remember that if you look at the common mental disorders of anxiety, depression, and stress, roughly 1 in 4 people will suffer from that in a lifetime. 1 in 4. So in the workplace right now today, there's 1 in 4 people who have or will suffer from that kind of problem. And it's important to support them, otherwise they will leave, they won't perform well, they'll have a lot of sickness absence. So it's a bottom line issue for an organization. And if an organization says, as they frequently do in HR speak, the most valuable resource we have is our human resource, well then they should action it. Obviously, the first person to recognize a kind of mental health problem in an employee is going to be the line manager. So if a line manager sees there's a problem, establishing a relationship with that person is important in private, enabling them to talk about their issues, and then engaging the HR department to try to find out how they can be supported through EAPs, for example, employee assistance programs, or other counseling services, or trying to help and support it. But it's about the line manager creating the right atmosphere and environment where an individual feels they can talk about these kinds of issues.